Hi, this is Christine Clark, Sunglow Transformation. I'm the coach for your entrepreneurial life. Had a thought. I was at a networking event last night, and it was at a shooting range. So my husband, Howard, came along with me, and we happened to get there early first. And so we got set up, and we are in the range, and I shot some, had 22 pistol working with, and then he shot some, and we switched back and forth. And we got done before most of the other people showed up and got in there. So we were out of the shooting range and just in the lobby and where there were snacks and stuff. And I was watching because there's windows you could see through. You have to step into one room and then go through, let that door shut and go through a second room to actually get to the range. But there were big, plate glass windows so you could watch the people that were in the lanes. And I remember watching one of the guys that was there, and he was shooting, and I could see I could see his target, and just what a close, he was really in that target. It was like boom, 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 and it's like, wow. And I thought, this guy must really shoot a lot. And then later there was conversation, and I was going to, ask him, it's like, how often do you come here and that. But before I got there, thank God, the woman that runs the place that was hosting the night happened to say that when you have people that are new, you start the target very close. So him and the other people that were in there after Howard and I were shooting at targets that were 3 to 5 yards away. And I had my target because we were in there. We didn't have instruction. Because we are a little bit familiar. So I was shooting at 10 yards, at 15 yards to start with. Then I pulled it back to 10 yards, and I put it back to 15 yards. And my groupings were not nearly as clean, but I was working at 3 times the distance. And it occurred to me how we do this thing of seeing somebody else do something or perform or say something or have a business success, whatever it is. I mean, it can be anything. And we automatically elevate the person to this prestige. We put them on a pedestal, like, oh, you were so good at that. And conversely, we push ourselves down. Like, I can't do that. I'm not as good at that. I am whatever, XYZ. And we do this all the frickin' time. Like, I saw somebody online, and I assumed that they were really good. And they were good for that distance. When you are admiring somebody else for whatever it is they are doing, first of all, I want you to remember or notice that you're doing it. This is important. It's fabulous to let other people know that you think they're doing a good job, that you esteem what they are able to produce, handle, create, etc. What's not acceptable is when you downplay your own skills, your own talent, degrade yourself in comparison. Because the truth is, what you are esteeming in somebody else, they are nailing a good grouping on a target that's only 5 yards away. And you are doing 15 yards out. So your grouping isn't going to be as tight, but you are tripling the distance that you are shooting for. And when you recognize that you are downplaying yourself in judgment of other people being better, having more finesse, having greater business savvy, working harder, having some magic mojo that you don't have to move forward. Recognize that you're doing it. And then just say, well, that's good, but I'm a hotshot. That's good, but I'm a hotshot. That's good, but I'm a hotshot. And it's silly and it's powerful. When you recognize that you are downplaying, degrading yourself in your head because you esteem or value or have elevated, sometimes rightly, sometimes wrongly, about someone else's ability, skill, it's not okay for you to use that as a tool to play small, to add to your not enoughness, to allow yourself to believe that you are less than. That one I could feel. So, that's all. Just recognize that you're doing great. Your goals are fantastic. Your skills are perfect. Your implementation is a work in progress. And you can always, always, always move forward from where you are at right now. And you lack nothing. It's fun to see other people doing well. You can be that cheerleader. But don't you dare use cheerleading of others to tell yourself you're not enough. So, they may be good, but you're a hotshot.